sheltering from the wind behind this eastern cottonwood tree, a scientific name populus deltoides. Gets the deltoid name from the fact that its leaves are shaped like the Greek letter delta. Another cool thing about the leaves is they tremble in the wind, like many members of the populus genus, because they have a flattened petiole. You can see that. The leaf stalk is not circular, it's kind of flattened. The tree's in the willow family, the Salicaceae, and like several members of that family, it propagates really well from woody cuttings. Or in other words, if a branch breaks off in a windstorm and finds itself stuck in the mud somewhere, it's going to grow into another tree. In 1848, there was a farmer from Vermont that came to Wisconsin and planted a famous tree. They call it the walking staff tree, because along the way he made a walking staff from a cottonwood tree, stuck it in the ground when he got to Wisconsin, and actually 100 years later it was such a beautiful specimen tree that they made a county park around that tree. The property of these trees, that they propagate so well from woody cuttings, is often used to strengthen up or shore up stream banks, and also to reforest old mining sites, because these trees grow so fast. I think on the best growing conditions, the record's something like 100 feet of growth in 10 years. So a very fast growing tree. Some of the unique diagnostic characteristics of the tree, I'm going to switch the camera around and show you. They undergo a process called cladoptosis, where the twigs fall off the tree, but not because of wind breaking them. They have these really well-defined break points. So you can see that's kind of where one would have broken off, and then this is the end of a twig that came off, kind of like a ball and socket-like joint. And you'll find these twigs littering the base of a big old mature cottonwood, and it's really unique to see these kind of ball and socket-like joints. Another feature that I want to point out, because it's pretty, is the glabrous nature of the twigs themselves. The glabrous just is a fancy word to say that they're smooth. And in this case, I think they kind of take on an opal or like seashell type texture on the ends of the twigs. So if you see that, and especially this kind of ball and socket-like appearance on the twigs, it's a pretty good chance that you're underneath a cottonwood tree. Populus deltoides, one of the fastest growing trees in North America.